Hey everybody, I am hopping on to invite you to something very special. I'm taking a small group of women on a journey into the Akashic Records here on the beautiful island of Maui, because the land here is the land of ancient Lemuria. It's very nourishing and activating for your special gifts. It resonates at the level of the heart, and we are going to be entering the heart. We're going to be receiving soul level wisdom from the Akashic Records. And if you don't know what that is, it's a field of energy. Akash means space, and it holds all of the thoughts, feelings, emotions, actions, opinions, words you've ever spoken, all of the contents of anything you've ever done, and future possibilities. Okay, so both of those. And therefore, it's a beautiful, beautiful tool for twin flames to be able to say, like, oh, is this my person? Have I been in lifetimes before? What kind of wounding do we have together? What kind of wounding do I have that I need to clear up in order to have the love that I'd really like? I've been using the Akashic Records myself and also with clients for over a decade. And it's amazing, amazing what can show up. For example, this one woman, she was grieving her twin, and she was like, why did she didn't even know it was her twin. She was, if it was her twin, like, why does this person like touch me in such a deep level? And we tapped into a lifetime in which he was the town, well, no, the back up. Okay, she was orphaned, and his family took her in, and they fell in love, even though like he's the son in the family and she's now the daughter, right? And everyone was like, no, that's never gonna work, right? You're brother and sister, you can't be that kind of lover connection. And so he was so devastated that he actually became the town drunk, and then she watched him deteriorate, and so that was one of the lifetimes we could tap into, and then bring the light of awareness, because this is a beautiful aspect of the records. You can heal things instantly through the records. It doesn't take a long time. And some readers do say, oh yeah, you have to incant this thing. You have to say this whole page of stuff every day for 30 days. Maybe in the 70s you had to do that, but now our frequency is amping up and it's faster, and you do not need to. Healing can be instant. So that's just a little story about the Akashic Records, and after that, seeing that and healing that, they were still in separation, but she did not have the obsessive thinking to the same level as previously, and was able to be more functional in real life. So that was one of the stories. There are many. It's such an amazing tool, and everyone has access to it. Even if you think like, well, I'm not that intuitive, or I doubt myself, or is that information I'm getting accurate? I'll help you with that, because there's a way of clearing out your energetic anatomy that helps you get clear information. So the retreat is across the street from the beach. There's a giant yoga room. We're going to be using the records for relationship and career direction and whatever it is you really would like, because your questions that you ask are kind of like Google in the Akashic Records. Like, if you ask a really broad question, you get a broad information. If you narrow down, like, let's say, how much is the median price of a house in London, right? You'll get one number. But if you say, like, how much is the median price in this particular neighborhood in London. I'm trying to think of a neighborhood, Covent Garden, I don't know. You get a different amount of information and quality of information. And then if you say, what is the median price of this street in London, you're going to get even more information. Or then you Google, like, what's the price of this particular address? You get even more. So can you see how, like, the questions you ask impact what shows up for you? And so we're going to focus on asking the questions that bring the information you would like to have. And there's never any harm in going to the records. The gatekeepers, the beings of the records, support you in your journey, and they're not going to allow you to have information that's just for your ego, which is a really beautiful, beautiful thing. So I'm going to teach you 3 ways to access the records. One is a channeled writing version, one is the Akashic Records viewing room, and one is receiving from a book itself. And of course there's interaction, I guess 4 ways. Interaction with the guides of the records, who are so very loving. They're like a constant companion for you anytime you visit. And we're going to have a Ho'oponopono ceremony, which will be powerful, and star activations. The sky on Maui is one of the most magical things, I was going to say on the planet, but I guess it's not on the planet. Like, it's one of the reasons I feel so fortunate to live here, because in one of my past retreats, let me just read this to you. I wasn't planning on it, but what Teresa said is, I've never been that close to so many stars. This retreat was so amazing. Everything from the yoga to the burning ceremony, which was the Ho'oponopono, to the trip to watch the stars, everything. You were all so down to earth, and it gave me so many things I can use when I get home. It was so eye-opening and transformational. I picked this retreat last minute and told myself, don't think too much about it, just do it. I'm so happy, and I feel so blessed to have spent this retreat with you all. So Teresa said that. She's from California. Super duper fun people we meet when we're on these events, because it's like-hearted people, your tribe. And that's one thing I think, sometimes twin flames feel alone, right? Lonely. Real, people who coach in other relationship arenas don't get this. Our families often don't get this. It's like, just get over him, right? You'll find someone new, someone who you deserve, someone who deserves you, right? They just don't get that it's not that cut and dried. Like, you can't just get over him. And the Akashic Records provide so much guidance and clarity in regard to that, because not only do they contain that past information, but they also give wisdom about future probabilities. So I hope you'll join us. It's going to be a massive amount of fun and joy on this beautiful land. You can't see, there is a blue sky up there. Looks kind of gray, but there is blue sky up there. It almost never rains over here. And if you do have any questions, please reach out to me at magical, Kathy with the K, at outlook.com, and I will help you have some clarity about it. Let me know any of your questions, and questions about the Akashic Records too, because they're a deep and vast, as you can imagine, topic. All right, that's it for now. Aloha.